a Japanese earnings report seems to have outed the idea that Nintendo is working on a secondary console that is a portable console. Now, of course, in the current lineup, we have the 2DS, 3DS, and 3DS XL. Of course, those 3DS systems are the newer, upgraded versions that run faster processors. I just wanted to discuss the fact that, this is a big deal, right? Nintendo coming out and working on a brand new console. We knew over and over that there were rumors about this going on. But how hard is Nintendo got to sell this? Of course, Nintendo is well known for their portable systems. In fact, their portable systems outsold their home consoles in this current generation. So Nintendo's been doing a very solid job in keeping their portable consoles on the rise, or at least keeping them at bay. The best time for Nintendo in terms of portable consoles was about a decade ago with the DS Lite selling so many units. Of course, DS is the second best-selling console of all time. So Nintendo had a great sales record with that console, but following that up, 3DS really hasn't reached the peak that they want it to. Of course, we saw last week that 2DS is dropping its price to $89. So, of course, surprising. Of course, this may have actually kind of been more of a read between the lines idea, where if 2DS is dropping in price, obviously something is going to come to market, and maybe, just maybe, this actually may lead up to them talking about M-H at E3, because of course we know that Nintendo isn't going to talk about NX at E3, but maybe, just maybe, they're talking about M-H at E3. That would be hilarious. But overall, how hard is it going to be for Nintendo to sell a console in the middle of a post-PC era? Now, we know that many kids enjoy smartphones. They enjoy the portability of smartphones and tablets. They seem to be jumping over to that bandwagon, and we've seen it in terms of sales as well. Of course, 2DS is a huge sales momentum in Europe. Many people buy it in the US as well, but it's definitely not on par to reach the levels that DS made. Overall, you could see that Nintendo could definitely make some profit out of this portable system as long as they price it at a point that is not over $300. Going $299 is way too expensive. Even going over $199 may be too expensive for a portable system right now, as the market has already flooded itself with other post-PC devices. Nintendo has to sell this at a smart price tag. They can't be too pricey in terms of having, there's PS4 is already at $349. And Xbox One is at $299. They have to sell it at a price that counterbalances that weight, while also not seeming like they're too expensive. Of course, Nintendo, I'm going off into a tangent here, but overall, Nintendo just has to find a way to market this away from post-PC era devices. Now, I would love to see a new DS or a new system altogether. We didn't know what it was going to look like. Now let's talk about design, actually. This is really exciting. Nintendo just unveiled, of course, this device, so I'm really going to kind of think about what it's going to look like. And it's very clean and it's very simple. I think that we'll have a very similar to Vita design. It will have a very similar to Game Boy design. I think you take the Game Boy, you take the Vita, mash them together, that's what it's going to look like. I think they'll go in that direction. It'll be a solid, clean look. It'll look modern. It'll look very nice. And it just seems like that's what they're going with. They're probably going to abandon the DS design at this point. We've seen their evolution go pretty far, and I think that the DS is probably, at least its days are probably numbered at this point. So overall, design-wise, I think that that's what it's going to look like. But overall, I think if we're talking about release date, of course, they were talking about having a holiday season release date. This may be the holiday season release date that we're talking about here, and that makes sense, talk about the games, talk about the upcoming titles. I think that if the graphics are at a certain level, if the processing is even more powerful than that of the new 3DS, which I think it needs to be, if they really want to go on competition with these post-PC devices, they should probably get some chipsets that are inside. Oh, I'm sorry, this is all making sense now. This is all clear as day, because of course, we had that rumor a while ago, not too long ago actually, that they were using some sort of processor that is in a lot of the modern smartphones. This put together may have a very powerful post-PC device and may actually fuel the rise of new portable consoles. But overall, this is a really exciting time. Of course, expect this console to come around at less than $249, I want to say, or $249 as a base price. They can't go over Xbox One's price tag. That would be kind of ridiculous, but expect a design in a seemingly similar space as the Vita and Game Boy put together, and then just wait for it to come out. I think there are solid titles that will be released for it. It may or may not be backwards compatible. We can't really tell at this point, but it probably will, as of course the original DS was backwards compatible with Game Boy games at the time. So guys, what are your thoughts? Comment below. Thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan, and man, is this an exciting time for gaming. PS 4.5 coming out, Xbox 1.5 on the way possibly, and of course Nintendo with their NX, when they probably just threw us for a loop, and actually are going to surprise us at E3 most likely with the new M-H and talking about games coming in for the holiday season. Guys, what are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan. Stay tuned for more.